Hello, good afternoon. So our topic for today is hyponymy. So next, please. What is hyponymy? Hyponymy is a linguistic tool that helps us to organize words in a way that reflects their relationships and meaning. It is like a family tree for words, showing which ones are more general and which ones are more specific. So we can say that hyponymy is a way of organizing words to see how they relate to each other, making it easier to understand their meaning. Next, please. Um, in the context of discourse analysis, hyponymy becomes an important tool for recognizing patterns in how words are used and understanding the meaning within a given context. Let's consider the example with the words flower, rose, and peonies. In the structure of hyponymy, flower serves as the more general term, and progressing down the classification rows and peonies, which are the specific types of flower, making them hyponyms of the more general term, which is flower. Next.
You can find this hyponymy when you want to describe a topic, a place, an event, or even and a person. Just to be more specific. In this example, we have the topic that is food, the topic. Then we have the hyponym, which is fruits. Moreover, you can add as many as you want. For example, the topic is food, then we spread out the fruits, veggies, legumes, or even soups, and so on. And after that, we have more hyponyms, which are mango, and those mango have more subtypes. That's the word for the hyponyms. Those group group of words that have more and more subtypes. In this case, mango have those mangoes, Tom is mango, and for guava is apples guava, acid guava, it could be, or only guava. For that, we have in the two terms that are cohyponymy.
Okay, when we talk about hyponymy, we also have to address the topic of cohyponym and hypernym, since they are topics that are related to each other. Cohyponymy refers to a relationship between two or more words that share a common hypernym, and hypernym is a more general term, but are not necessarily synonymous. So, in other words, cohyponyms, sorry, are words that belong to the same category or have the same overarching concept but may have different specific meaning or subcategories. For example, consider the words dog and cat, but are cohyponyms because they share the common hyper hypernym, that is animal, but refer to different specific types of animal. So other example can be rose and sunflower, that are called hyponyms, and because they share the hypernym flower but represent different species of flowers. So let's continue. Now let's break down the relationship in the graph, where we have hypernym, that is food. The term food is a broadest category of hypernym in this context. It encompasses a wide range of items that people consume. Then we have hyponyms that are fruits, meats, and vegetables. Under the category of food, you have more specific subcategories or hyponyms, which are fruit, meat, and vegetable. Each of these represents a distinct group of foods. So, and at the end, we have the co-hyponyms that are apple, banana, and mango. Within the fruit category, you have co-hyponyms, which are items that share the same hypernym but are not directly related to each other. In this case, apple, banana, and mango are co-hyponyms because they are all specific types of fruits. So, in summary, the graph represents uh, the food categories. Food is the most general term, followed by more specific categories such as fruits, meat, and vegetables. Within the fruit category, you have co-hyponyms like apple, banana, and mango, which are all specific types of fruits. So let's continue, please.
We have here an example because so far we have you have the three terms that are hypernym, hyponym, and the co-hyponyms. So hyponym, that is the member of a term, and co-hypony, that is the relationship between them. And the hypernym in summarize is the term, the local term, or the topic, or that something that you want to talk about, you want to learn, to talk, or watch, depending on those kind of examples. So, mammals are warm-blooded animals and can live in a wide variety of places. Camels live in the desert, polar bears live in the Arctic, dolphins live in the ocean, and bats live in a cave. Mammals have fun and sweat or pain if they get too hot. The 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 thing, sorry, the hypernym here is animals. Then we have the hyponyms that are mammals, and those mammals are camels, polar bears, dolphins, and bats. And another one for hypernym is that they can live in variety of places, and the hyponym for those places are the desert, Arctic, ocean, and cave.
The most intelligent, the most experienced people. Then you will get what you want. And so I went on and I started writing down note cards, and I call them mental shortcuts. And I was reading these books, and then I started traveling. I went to 51 countries. I would read a book and I'd say, let me go visit this person in person. So I went to New Zealand, Australia, South America, Argentina, Ireland, all over the world. And I was focused on those four things: health, wealth, love, and happiness. I decided to focus on health and happiness. I lived on for 2 years with Joel Salatin on his famous sustainable agriculture, or his organic farm. And then I spent 2.5 years with the Amish, no electricity, trying to see what was life when we lived in community. And made one mistake. I forgot about money. That's one of the things. And so eventually I ran out of money.
often indicate that the port either supports fast charging or stays on when the rest of the system is powered down for charging purposes. These are usually warmer colors like yellow, orange, or red, so that red port on your PC might not actually be 20 gigabit. Then you have other colors that indicate support for some form of proprietary fast charging.
Well, to sum up, exploring the meaning of hyponym allows us to delve into the complexities of language, breaking down words into broader categories, hypernyms, and more specific terms, hypernyms. And as noted by Notcast, a hypernym encloses a group of other words, while a hypernym refers to a more specific term. The relationship between hypernyms, known as co-hyponymy. Understanding this relationship not only enriches our appreciation of language, but also improve our communication skills by allowing us to express ideas in a more precise and detailed manner.